very, this gets used to make hundreds of thousands of horseshoes all over the world every day. Mild steel, it's a rectangular section. It's probably 3/8 of an inch thick and about 3/4 of an inch wide. They use some sort of formula of their own that they have devised and tested and proven over the years. A formula, sometimes you'll see them, they'll take a ruler and they measure all the way around the outside of the bottom of the foot. Sometimes they measure across the widest part and the longest diagonal and they add that together.
1 minute warning.
So our second 5 competitors are about to start. You see the clock counting down to 60 minutes, and when it gets to 60, Tim will start the second 5. That will also mean that the first 5 have used 15 minutes of their hour, and they will have 45 minutes left. But they use some sort of formula that they have proven to themselves, the way they make shoes, it works, it gives them the best chance to build a shoe that fits that foot exactly. They cut the length of bar stock, and then they put it in those big things, the big black things with the flame coming out of them in the back. That's called the forge. F-O-R.
6 through 10. I will count you down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, the final 5 are underway. Don, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. I'll introduce the final 5 here for you, ladies and gentlemen, on Anvil 6 or Forge number 6. All the way from Calgary, Wales. He's won the World Championship 6 times in his career. And we're not even going to ask him how long he's been doing this because he says way too long. Give it up for Calgary, Wales, Grant Moon.
Hey guys.
Next to him, we go to a fellow that's been here before. 4 times here. He's been on the reserve champion as well back in 2007, and he's made it back to the top 10. Only his 2nd time to the top 10 here in the Worlds. All the way from East Sussex, England, Andrew Casserly. Do we know anybody from Chipping Norton, England? No? Well, this young fellow, that's where he comes from. David Smith, 3 times. Overall, 2 times to the top 10. 6-time national championship, or champion in Great Britain, won it 6 times. Made it here to Canada, and has placed himself in the top 10. For Chipping Norton, England's David Smith on 8. Six times to the top 10. He's been coming here approximately 6-7 years. Pretty much in the top 10 every year. From Delray, Scotland, David Verini is on 9. And then we come to Anvil 10, the final anvil in this semi-finals. Also from Scotland, Ayrshire is where he calls home. First time to the Calgary Stampede, first time to the World's Championship. Our rookie has made it to the top 10. Give it up for Devin Clearhire. Well, there you have it. They now will battle. You hear the clanging of the anvils, the hammers. Those forges average around 1,500 degrees Celsius, so that is hot. They'll work right next to it. There'll be a lot of sweat, maybe a little bit of blood, but it's all for winning the 2013 championship. For those of you that are just coming in the tent, welcome. This is the 2013 101st Calgary Stampede and the 34th Annual World Championship Blacksmithing Competition. Welcome to Calgary.1 hour to build 2 shoes from scratch. What happens when you see the horses lead, ladies and gentlemen? They're taking the horses around back to our judges. This is a blind judging. They don't know who's building the shoes, trimming the foot. So they take the horses around back of the curtain, and there they will be judged on how well they trimmed the hoof, prepared it, gotten it ready for the shoe to fit. They'll then build the shoe to fit that. They'll take that around for the judges to look at. And from there, we'll place the shoe on the foot, nail it down, and then take the horse again around back to the judges for the finish. And that's what they'll be judged on at that point.
So we have some of the stars of the horseshoeing world here with us. We have Grant Moon, the 6-time former world champion, and we have Stephen Bean, who's won the championship 4 times and is the reigning champion. But these horses are also stars of a sort. These horses come from John Scott Productions, a movie production company out in Longview, Alberta. And so these horses have been in lots of movies. They're part of a string of horses that are currently being used in the movie filming in the Calgary area. So we have some horse stars as well.
"40 minutes remaining for our first 5. 40 minutes remaining. 55 minutes for our final 5. 55 minutes.
So I was saying a while ago about the forges, those big boxes in the back with the flame coming out. That's a great picture of the whole line of them. There are 10 in action right there. That's called a forge, F-O-R-G-E. And so what these horseshoers are doing at the moment is forging a horseshoe. They heat the metal up. You can see a great shot right there. There's a piece of straight bar stock. He measured it. He put a mark near the center of the toe, and then it went into fire. So the fuel that's being burned in those forges in the back, that's called coke, C-O-K-E. It's a form of coal, C-O-A-L. It's already been partially burned. It's gotten most of the gases and the impurities out of it, and it's like taking wood and burning it to make charcoal. This is coal that's been partially burned to make coke. The great view right there, that tool is called a fuller. It's like a little hatchet head on a handle. And I'll pay attention to what they're doing, and I'll keep bringing you back to that. But that is one of the processes of putting nail holes in a horseshoe. So these guys, what they do is they shoe horses every day. And they're called farriers, which is specifically a person who shoes horses, or horseshoer. There's another great view of the fuller being driven into the shoe, down the line. It creates a groove in the shoe. And then later on, they'll punch that and put individual holes in that groove where the nails will go. That's Jesper Eriksson from Sweden, last year's Rookie of the Year, and in the top 10 again this year. Would love to be the first Swede to ever become a world champion here. So right there, that competitor is shaping the end of the bar. You want the horseshoe to fit the hoof in every way. You want it to complement the foot. So the hoof does not come to a square end at the back of it on each side. It tapers down to a very sharp, very fine little V shape. So you want to have a shoe that complements that shape as well as the round general shape of the foot. So the competitor heats that bar up, brings it out of the forge, takes a heavy wire brush and knocks the scale off of it. And now you can see right there, it's shaping. Look, that's a great view of shaping the end of the heel.
37 minutes remaining for the first 5. 37. 52 remaining for the final 5.
You don't want any big sharp corners in the back of the hoof that the horse might. There's another great view right there, bringing that branch around. You can see one branch has the fullering done in it already. The other has not been fullered yet. It's just plain, bare metal. He's got a mark there near the toe. That'll be the beginning. That tells him where to start the flooring.